Welcome back, and these are the answers for the questions set in the second part of the Writing Chemical Formulae video that I made. So if you pause the video now, and you should be able to mark your work, and I'll give you some feedback on some of the more challenging ones that you may have struggled with. So if you pause the video now, give yourself a little review of the answers, and I'll continue. Okay, so hopefully you did okay with those, but I've highlighted a few in yellow, like here, and I'm just going to go through how I would have done them. So if I want to find out the formula for aluminium nitrate, I write down aluminium, which I know is in group 3, so it forms a +3. A nitrate is NO3, and it forms a minus charge. Well, actually, this time I need 3 NO3s. I would need 3 of those to actually balance this to make it equal 0. So the formula of aluminium nitrate is Al bracket NO3 2. Oh, 3 even, beg your pardon. So it's aluminium nitrate. The next one, let's have a look at copper 2 hydroxide. Well, it's telling us that copper has a +2 in this example because it's got this 2 Roman numeral. We know hydroxide is OH and it has a minus charge. Again, that does not equal 0. I would need another hydroxide there. So again, the formula here would be Cu bracket OH2. Zinc carbonate. Zinc was one of those elements that you needed to learn, and that likes to form a 2+ ion. Carbonate is CO3 2-, and here they already equal 0. So therefore the formula would be ZnCO3. So I'm just going to rub these out and I'll continue with the others. So if you could just bear with me while I do that. So hopefully you're finding this video useful. The next one I'm going to do is iron 3 sulfate. Now it may not be immediately obvious what you do here, but you do exactly the same again. Iron, in this case, has a +3 charge. Sulfate, one of the ones you need to learn, is SO4 -2. Now when it doesn't become immediately obvious, we can use something which I've affectionately called the lightsaber trick, and basically you can just cross the swords here, a bit like lightsabers. You can put that number down there and you can put this number down here. So it's a bit like the 2 Jedis fighting with their lightsabers. And what we end up with is this. We end up with Fe, but I need 2 of them, and the sulfates, I need 3 of them. And if you think about it, it does make sense, because if iron has a 3+ charge and sulfate has a -2 charge, if I have another sulfate, it's still not going to equal 0. So I would need to, because there's more negatives than positives, so I would have to have another 3+ charge here. So I've now got a total of +6 on this side, but I've only got a total of -4 on this side, so I would need another sulfate. And you can see I now have 3 sulfates and I have 2 ions, hence giving me iron sulfate. This example here is exactly the same as if you were doing aluminium oxide. Al3+, oxygen is -2, put that number down there, put that number down there, and we have Al2O3. That ends my session on how to balance charges in order to write the correct chemical formulae. The next video or series of videos that I'm going to be doing is how we can then use our new knowledge of how we can write chemical formulae and use those to balance some symbol equations. Hope you found that useful. I'll see you next time.